So I'm going to try to tell this story, my favorite story there in this time period. I wish you guys were here. This is when I really have fun. It's the story about how just crazy things are getting in the United States and how split we are in our personality and how it starts showing up. What are the evidences that we're losing our mind? Well, let's go to the Senate. And in the Senate, 55, 56, I think it's 1856, we join Charles Sumner of Massachusetts, a senator who is up and he's raging. He's going nuts. He's saying, you guys that put together the Kansas-Nebraska Act, and it goes all the way back to the Fugitive Slave Act. And we all read Uncle Tom's Cabin, and you guys are losers. I can't believe you did this. You're opening up the door for the expansion of slavery, and I hate you. Actually, he said some bad things, and he offended Southerners. Well, what did we learn from Andrew Jackson? If you offend a Southerner in these days, he wants to kill you. So Sumner makes this big, passionate speech all about how slavery's got to go, and these guys that are up to it, they're terrible human beings, and he even calls slavery a harlot, slavery, the institution, and that they are all entangled. So it was pretty insulting, and he meant to. He was very passionate, big-time abolitionist. Well, the key Southern author of the Kansas-Nebraska Act is a fellow by the name of Butler, and he kind of has a slur. He had a stroke. He wasn't super articulate, and Charles Sumner made fun of him that. Well, the insults went on, and he had a cousin who was in the House of Representatives named Preston Brooks. And Preston Brooks, this guy right up here, he's not going for this. So he gets a couple of his buddies. Make sure I get the names right here. His buddies are Lawrence Keat, another South Carolinian, and Henry Edmondson. And they decide a couple of days later, they go in kind of at the end of the day, and Charles Sumner's sitting there at his desk, kind of wrapping up the day. Brooks walks up to him and says, you can see the exact quote, but basically, you have offended my honor, sir. And we don't like that down in South Carolina. And he takes his cane. It's a hard, thick wood. It's got a gold standard end. I've got a picture of the actual cane, the end of it, the part they saved after it was broke. It's in a museum now. And he starts to beat the fool. He beats the heck out of this senator, Charles Sumner. The Sumner's trapped under his desk. He can't get away. Finally, the desk is bolted down. He gets up. He's yelling. He's whacking him on the head. He's bleeding. Blood's going everywhere. He jerks the bolts out of the floor. They go up the aisle, and some people kind of come in. Hey, what's going on? They try to help. Well, Keith pulls out his own cane, pulls out a gun, and he says, back off, leave him alone. And he continues. He grabs him by the scruff of the neck and pulls him up, and he's beating the heck out of him right there in the Senate. This is the United States Congress, and it's crazy, and people are just kind of watching this play out.